Donald Trump did a rally in Iowa, and during the rally, he made this ludicrous comment about the dictator of North Korea, Kim Jong-un.
You look at North Korea, this guy, he's like a maniac, okay? And you got to give him credit. How many young guys, he was like 26 or 25 when his father died, take over these tough generals, and all of a sudden, it's pretty amazing when you think of it. How does he do that? Even though it is a culture and it's a cultural thing, he goes in, he takes over, and he's the boss. It's incredible. He wiped out the uncle, he wiped out this one, that one. I mean, this guy doesn't play games.
Who says that? No, who says that? In a positive context. He's like, yeah, he's a boss. You know what he did? He came in there, he took it over, he wiped out this guy, wiped out the uncle, wiped out that guy. No, when you say that part, it should be in a scornful context. Only Donald Trump would say, quote, you have to give him credit. No, I don't. No, I don't. Neither do you. You don't have to give him credit either. What do you mean give him credit? Give him credit because his dad had him, so he's a member of the Good Sperm Club, kind of like Donald Trump, by the way. And then he inherits a fucking country, and he continues doing hard labor camps, conditions that have been compared by the UN and others to Nazi concentration camps where people eat rats to stay alive, and you have widespread abuse and rape and all these issues. So he inherits the country. He continues all the grotesque things that his father was doing. He goes even further by assassinating members of his own family because they dare to question his power. And Trump says, quote, you have to give him credit. No, you don't have to give him credit. What I take away from that is the opposite. I give him the opposite of credit. I give him scorn. I look upon him as a clown on the world stage, as a dangerous imbecile who's in power and controls a country. And as others have rightly pointed out, you've made it so that North Korea is basically a hostage crisis. You have the worst imaginable situation. Have you seen a map at night of South Korea versus North Korea? You know what the difference is? South Korea, you see lights all over the place. Why? They have electricity. They're modern. You look at North Korea, pitch black. Pitch black. Why? Because they haven't even modernized to that point yet. They can barely feed their people. In fact, they don't feed their people. Sometimes people starve in North Korea. They have state propaganda that they pump out all the time. It was this case for Kim Il-sung, and Kim Jong-il, and now Kim Jong-un, where they say things like, Kim Jong-un has never defecated. He's never taken a shit in his life because he's that pure. Deify the great leader! They say he solved a Rubik's Cube in like under a minute or something like that. For his father, the first time he played golf, he had 11 holes in one. Not possible, but you basically have it so that they've set up a country that's like an experiment in giving somebody absolute power. And what's Trump's takeaway from that? Oh, that's give the guy credit. He's a boss. He's a leader. He's so much of a leader that he assassinated his uncle. What are you going to do? What this shows you is Trump, deep down, what Trump is, and it's not even just deep down, he lets it show often. But Trump is, at his core, authoritarian as well. Because to have the words come out of your mouth, well, look, give him credit. That means that on some level, you see the position he's in and how he got it and all that stuff, and you go, well, you sympathize with the guy. He had to take absolute control and power. No, he didn't. He could have went in the other direction and tried to modernize and tried to open up to the rest of the world and step down from being a dictator. But Trump looks at that, he's like, well, you got to give him credit because he's the absolute leader and he consolidated power even more. And yeah, he controls everything and he did it at a young age, so you got to give him credit. No, I don't give him credit because that's a bad thing. That's an immoral thing. That's the wrong thing to do.